Okay, what I would like to talk about today is self-improvement. Well, specifically a life philosophy of continually improving every area of your life, as well as the world around you. I want to talk about ambition, about goal setting, about cultivating virtue, becoming a better person in terms of your knowledge, in terms of your courage, in terms of your understanding of other people, and your ability to help other people, in terms of your temperance, your self control, your self discipline, your determination, your fortitude. Now, I don't have anything prepared. I will start having things prepared during the summer, but I'm studying for finals, so this is all off the cuff. But over the summer, I will prepare at least bullet points on the things I want to discuss, so that there will be a clear beginning, middle, and end, and not just a free-flowing sort of stream of consciousness dialogue, or not dialogue, a monologue about these issues, and just a full, very well prepared presentation. But ever since I was 12, I've had a philosophy of self improvement and trying to improve every area of my life: physical, mental, uh, academic, financial, emotional, social, in terms of your family, in terms of everything, in terms of your artistic talent, if you have any. I do have some artistic talent, if you can call writing talent, um, which is coming along. I'm continually receiving constructive criticism on my writing from multiple different people, and reading books about writing, and constantly revising my current project in order to make it better, in order to better understand my audience. I sit down with people who read what I've written and ask them questions to try to figure out what are their thoughts on the matter. So how should I structure my writing on this subject, which is on completely changing how education is conducted. It's a new method of education, but I'll talk about that in another video. But if you really want to live an amazing life, you have to set high ambitions. Do you want a career that you love? Do you want to find your life's calling? Well, you have to work on that, and it doesn't come easy. Sometimes it takes years of searching, and there's many challenges along the way, and you get stuck and you hit roadblocks. But you just have to get out of the truck, fix whatever damage has been done, get the roadblock out of the way, and move on. And those challenges that you encounter in your life, they develop character. If you had an easy life, you would really be an empty, vacuous creature. You would really not be human. You would have, if you never overcome a challenge or experience tragedy, you'd never really be able to appreciate that aspect of human existence. Nor would you be able to appreciate the good things in life fully. You wouldn't be able to appreciate love if it were not for hate. You wouldn't be able to appreciate financial success if you had not experienced some level of poverty. Uh, you would not be able to appreciate warm shelter unless you've been homeless. You not you can, of course, but not to the full extent if you've been out on your own with no place to stay. So when you experience great tragedies, you can you when you experience things that are unfortunate, your best response is to look at it as a challenge and say that I'm going to derive something good from this, that I'm going to learn from this, that I'm going to become a better person because of this, that I'm going to force myself to be more determined, force myself to be resilient uh, to this trauma, and say that I'm going to overcome it no matter what. And as a result of doing that, you become a more resilient person. You become a more determined person, and you become a more inspiring person to other people. And you have to understand that every area of your life is connected. When you take care of your nutrition, it improves not only your how you feel physically, you have less aches and pains, your body just feels better, your everything just like in your body, you know, you're not really aware of it most of the time. That you're feeling, you're getting senses about how your body feels. And anybody who's lost a great deal of weight or has improved athletically over a quick period of time can tell you how amazing that feels to be able to move more easily and have that greater potential, that greater power in your body, the ability to just never, not get tired throughout the day. You just have a great deal of energy. You feel more cheerful and you feel more focused. And also, there's cognitive benefits of good nutrition. You can think more clearly, and they've shown that your diet has a huge effect on how well you perform cognitively and how stable you are emotionally, how well you can think critically, how well you can remember things, how well you can solve problems, how creative you are. Um, so, and the better you do academically, the better career you get. You can afford to take care of yourself more. I mean, it's hard to eat a healthy diet when you're impoverished. But if you try to eat as well as you possibly can, get an education, take care of the financial aspect of your life as well, and learn how to manage all these areas of your life effectively through just reflection and tracking your progress. All these areas of your life will improve one another. Now they compete for time, but if you improve one area of your life, it will have fringe benefits on all the other areas of your life. They're all interconnected. If you're in a good relationship with someone that you love, it's been proven that improves every area of your life, every area of your health. I mean, it improves, not only your emotional state of being, but how creative you are. That's why that's why musicians often need muses. That is a woman that they have great feelings for in their life in order to be more creative. Leonardo da Vinci, all the great painters, they always searched for a muse. They always searched for someone whom they felt great affection for in order to inspire them to create great works of art. So being in love with someone, loving someone actually makes you more creative. It also makes you want to become a better person. So it gives you more self-discipline. If you love, a lot of times someone will lose weight because they love their children so much and they're obese, but they don't want to. They want to be around for their children. So they're not even doing it for themselves. They're doing it because they love their children so much. So because of that positive relationship that they have with their children, their health improves as a result. So, I could show a sort of a picture of this in a presentation and just show all the little circles, and there's a web that connects them all. They all affect one another in one way or another. And if your finances are in good standing, you can take better care of the people that you love. If they fall ill, you can afford to give them the best medical treatment. You can afford to provide them with good nutrition. You can afford to provide them with the best education. But you also have to be careful with children not to spoil them. Children need to face challenges. You cannot insulate them from failure, from defeat. It's important that, and there's a lot of different ways to do that. Sports, for instance, so they don't have too easy of a life, because if they don't experience enough challenges, enough setbacks in their life, they're really going to be sort of a very shallow person, in my opinion. You want to try to protect your kids, but you also need to be able to willing to be able to expose them to disappointment and to failure and to losing, and to learn how to be not to be a sore loser, but a graceful one, and how to learn from one's mistakes. You have to let them make mistakes, make great mistakes, and then learn from them. You can't nerf the world. You can't make the world completely safe for them, and you shouldn't. And you shouldn't, you know, give them gifts every day, even if you're extremely wealthy. Um, they should have to work to earn things. Um, you know, say, if they want to buy a certain product, okay, you say, sure, if you get straight A's this trimester, then I will provide you with, this amount of cash, and you can spend it however you wish. Because, that's really their job. With my children, have the, I would have them do some manual labor. I think that's very good for them. Some landscaping, but I don't want to detract too much from learning from their education, because too much, manual labor or low-skilled labor can detract from pursuing a very rigorous and rewarding education. But I'm kind of getting off track. Anyway, I want to, in the future, uh, sort of build on the ideas of Tony Robbins and Stephen Covey and different, and Abraham Maslow, on their ideas about self-improvement and about how to live the best way possible. Also from Aristotle and other philosophers who wrote about how to live a good life. And sort of develop a life philosophy of continually improving every area of one's life and the world around them, and create a website based on that, but also on the method of education which I'm developing, and then promote that wherever I go. Always have cards on me. Uh, do presentations, create pamphlets, and then ask them if they would like to read a short pamphlet, and then give their response to it. Have video camera there. Approach maybe college students at a political event, and then provide them with a pamphlet, because they tend to love to voice their opinion on things. Those that are politically involved, that are socially involved, and then get their response and start an interesting dialogue. And I also want to interview PhDs in education, PhDs in psychology, and PhDs in really every subject, and also authors as well. I'll start with grad students and then improve the quality of my podcasts over time. Get better audio equipment, but also improve my ability to interview people and to have things prepared to discuss about. So it's not just a flow of consciousness thing, but a well delivered speech, a well delivered presentation. Um, and that's what I look forward to as soon as I'm finished with these finals. I'm dedicating my summer to restarting this website. I'll start a new website with that promotes these ideas that I'm talking about, and get involved in reforming education, and also commentate on political matters, and be a social commentator, and sort of a motivational speaker, if you want to use that term as well. And I really want to really just kick my self-improvement into overdrive this summer. Eat absolutely no junk food, and really organize my life and manage my life much more effectively, and become a wiser person, and just a better person, a more virtuous person. And because that's what makes me happy, and I want to go out and talk to people about the things that I love to talk about. Talk about, hum- and the amounts, how amazing life can be when you have ambition, when you have a game plan, when you have goals, when you track your progress, and you're dedicated to learning from your mistakes and to overcoming all challenges and to finding your life's calling and finding an art which you love. And for me, that's writing. And I know how to become a better writer. I need to read as much as I can about writing because I was never taught how to write nonfiction material. I was only taught how to write essays about fictional literature, completely useless. But I did take an English course, but I didn't get much good. I got the basic information in my English course. But I want to read plenty of books about writing, and I also want to go to this writing tutor, former principal up in Philadelphia, have him look over my writing as well, and different people evaluate my writing and sit down, you know, not only proofread it, but sit down and talk to them and really try to understand my audience and understand other people in depth. Yeah. And yeah, so this summer I'm really going to prepare for my moving on to Widener University and really become socially active and really try to live up to the ideals which I've had for so long, but which I never really had a real game plan to bring into reality. But now I do, and I just have to get through this terrible chemistry. Useless. I'm never going to use it. If I wanted to develop a bomb or drugs, then yes, I would study chemistry. But I have no interest in that. So I am interested in the latest developments in science and technology. I'm not interested in balancing chemical equations. I will never have to balance a chemical equation. Uh, but if I ever, I don't imagine I will. But if I do, then I will learn about that when that need arises, not now, during a period where it's really not useful for me. But that's all for today. Um, I will be getting better audio equipment in the future, and I will have be interviewing PhDs in different areas and talking about the. I'll also post it on my website, on my Facebook, on different venues. What I've written so far, it's a work in progress on how education needs to be reformed, and I will also discuss that in another podcast. So, thank you.